Hi, so this is different. I'm used to making TikToks or Instagram reels or silly little films for my uni course. I never really make YouTube videos like this, so bear with me. So I was going to do a blind Q&A for my TikTok because I always make videos on there, but I thought maybe it'd be better to do it as a YouTube video so I can answer more questions. I've written them down because all the questions are on my phone. I'm not that professional yet, so I'm not filming with a camera. But before we start, subscribe. No, I'm joking. Before we start, if you don't know who I am, I'm Lacey and I'm partially sighted, and that's pretty much all you need to know. In this video, I am going to be answering some questions that I put on my Instagram. If you want to be in, oh, I sound so cringe. If you want to be included in my next Q&A, go follow my Instagram because I'm always posting on there. I'm not used to this. This is so cringe. How do YouTubers do this? Before we start, I feel like I need to clarify that these are my experiences with being visually impaired and that every blind person is different. So even though I might say something, doesn't mean that every blind person is the same. I feel like we should probably get started. Okay. Will your vision get worse over time? Yes, it will. I have a condition called aniridia, which means that I have no iris. So where, you know, you might have blue eyes, green eyes, whatever. I don't have anything, and it's just a pupil. I'll come up real close so you can see that. You can see as well, my eyes shake, which is the nystagmus. My vision will get worse in the future, which, you know, it's not great, but there's nothing I can do. Can you see clearly in your dreams? This was when I was actually stuck on myself for a while because I wasn't really sure if I could, but obviously, no, I can't because my brain doesn't know what it's like to be able to see properly. So I have found myself in dreams trying to find things and I can't see them, just like in real life. I still have some remaining vision, so I can still see, you know, colours and shapes, and everything's just pretty blurry. A lot of blind people who are fully blind though, they usually either dream in past experiences and how they used to be able to see, or, you know, sounds and shape, shadows and stuff. Is there a specific way you like to be referred to? Example, blind, vision impaired, partially sighted, etc. Personally, I don't mind because I am technically all of them. I don't think a lot of blind people mind either. Maybe some people would rather be called visually impaired if they're not, you know, fully blind, but what would you count as fully blind, I suppose, so no, I don't mind. How do you answer comments and how do you read your phone? Oh my god. This is the question I get asked the most ever. It is the most asked question on every video I make, every TikTok, every Instagram reel. How do I read my phone? So yesterday I made a video on it. You can either go see it on my Instagram or TikTok. I'll put a link. I don't know what YouTubers do. Do you swipe up? I don't know. In the TikTok I show you some examples of how blind people can use their phones. But for the short answer, I read comments. One, because I still have some remaining vision, and two, technology. That's it. So I got 2 questions about dating. One of them was, do you ever worry about your eyesight being a problem while dating? And one of them was, how do you approach dating? It definitely makes dating more of a challenge. I've only ever used a dating app like once, and that you can definitely tell that people don't want to date you if they find out you have a disability, and I feel like that applies with a lot of disabilities. But then I feel like you have to remind yourself, if you're looking for someone to date and that person is the type of person to not date someone because they're in a wheelchair or because they use a cane, you're not going to want to be with them anyways. People definitely have their misconceptions and stigma around blindness or any disability really. And I feel like the hardest part about dating actually is just not being able to see the people around you, because I'll be like sat somewhere with my friends and they're like, oh, there's a really cute guy over there, and I'm like, I can't see you. It definitely can be challenging. I mean, I can't go up to like a cute guy or girl in a club and be like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. Oh my gosh. So I've been on a couple of dates and it's definitely a bit awkward having to explain to them that I can't see, and they always have their misconceptions or, you know, their ideas. But I must be doing something right because I'm in a relationship now. Are you okay with people asking if you need help? Yes, I am, and I feel like most blind people are. I actually really appreciate it when people ask if I need help because I'm a really anxious person and sometimes I do need help and I'm just too scared to ask. It's a little annoying if you come up to me and ask if I need help and I say no, and then you continue to ask if I need help. And you're like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you really sure though? Come on, let me help you. And I'm like, I'm fine. Please go away. If you do see a blind person, and they look a little lost or they look like they need help, please go up to them. Please ask if they need help. If you do go up to them and they're nasty, that's just a them problem. That's not a blind thing. That's just them being a bit of a... Can I swear on my own channel? I don't know. I feel like the main thing is if you do ask a blind person if they need help and they say no, they're okay, just leave it there. And also, oh my gosh, please don't just go up to a blind person and grab them. Please. I feel like grabbing people out of nowhere has become way too normalised. I am sick of standing at a road and someone grabbing me. Okay, let's stop that, please. What are the 3 things you struggle with the most? That's a really good question. I feel like the biggest thing I've struggled with is probably people treating me differently. I struggled a little bit in high school because I feel like there's so many misconceptions with blindness that people do just treat you differently, and I feel like a lot of blind people will be able to relate to me on this one. I remember in secondary school, it was so hard making friends because people just don't see you as a normal person, which is really weird because I am just a normal teenage girl. As a 13-year-old girl, all you want to do is fit in. All you want to do is hang out with girls, and do makeup, and talk about boys. And I feel like I couldn't do that. So yeah, it was a little difficult. I feel like people do treat you differently when they find out you have a disability. And I'm not too sure why. I mean, not even just in secondary school, but now I constantly have people speaking to me in a high-pitched voice, like I'm a baby, or looking down on me, or having such low expectations for me. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. And I feel like it's something that as a society we should work on. I feel like not even just with disabilities, but just everyone. I feel like we should just treat everyone equally and be nice to everyone. Will that ever happen? I don't know, but I feel like this is getting really deep now. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Oh no, never mind, it said 3 struggles. 2 other struggles. Navigating. I feel like navigating is really difficult. I use a cane, and I'm currently looking into getting a guide dog. And then probably when my eyes flare up, I get really dry eyes and I have to take eye drops, but now and then they get really sore. I've also got a video about that on... See, my eyes are watering even thinking about it. Because I have no iris, my eyes are really sensitive to light. So even now, just like the window being over there, it's really bright. But yeah, I have a whole video on my TikTok when I had a flare up, and it will show what it's like for me. So they're probably the 3 hardest things. Are people ever rude to you? Not that much. To be honest, most people are quite nice. I've had a couple of people being like, watch where you going, while I've been using my cane. I'm like, oh. But no, not really. I feel like most people are actually quite nice, which I like. There's been a few times where bouncers think that I'm really drunk and that I can't get in the bar because my eyes are shaking, and I've been like, nope, I'm fine. Not had a single drink. And they're like, nope, you can't come in. Do you ever fall down the stairs or miss a step? Yes. I actually did this like 2 days ago in London. I decided to run up some stairs. To be honest, it kind of is my own fault. I really should have seen it coming. I ran up the stairs, tripped over, fell, and I cracked my phone. But yeah, I trip and fall upstairs all the time. But the strips that you see on steps, like the yellow and white ones, they really help. I have really bad depth perception, so the stairs just look like a straight line. And same with curbs, everything just looks really flat. So yeah, stairs can be difficult. And then someone put in, our 5-month-old has aniridia. What piece of advice would you give to me or her? That is such a good question. For you guys, I'd probably say don't wrap her up in bubble wrap. I know from someone who is insanely anxious and has struggled to get out there and navigate the world as a blind person, my parents really did push me to get out there. And I hated it. I really did hate them for it. I remember getting so upset when I was younger because my parents would push me to go outside and travel and make new friends and do things on my own, and I really did hate them for it at the time because I was so nervous and so anxious. But I feel like it's so important to learn and be independent with a disability because you're not always going to have people around you to help you, as sad as it sounds. And it's really beneficial to be able to go out and just use the accessibility you have around you and be able to do things yourself. A piece of advice I'd give to her for when she's older: don't be scared to ask for help. Something I struggle with personally, I've been at so many train stations or been stuck in a shop or been stuck in school or struggling with work, and I've been so scared to just ask for help. But you realise the more you do it that people are nice and people will help you. You know, people are there to help you, and the world isn't as scary as it seems as a blind person. I also suggest that she finds support, whether that's VI groups or people with other disabilities or people with the same disability, people with aniridia. I really recommend that you find a support group, because it makes you feel a lot less alone when you find people around you that can somewhat relate. But yeah, find support and ask for help. That's probably my biggest advice. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to see more blind content, go watch my TikTok and my Instagram, because I do post on there more. I don't know when the next time I'll post on this channel is, so go watch my other videos as well. I ate Robbie Knox's sausage rolls. It was great. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want. I don't know YouTube that well. Bye!